Good afternoon. Hope you're having a great day. So, I know it's Wednesday, still didn't do a Dvar Torah, but this week's Torah portion is one of the most monumental Torah portions we have. It is the single Torah portion that changed Jewish life in the world forever, because God gave us the Ten Commandments, and of course then He gave us the Torah. But the Torah portion is called Jethro, which is the name of Moses' father-in-law. And the reason is because after the splitting of the sea and the Jews leaving Egypt, Jethro came to participate and be with his son-in-law and daughter. And he comes, and at the beginning of the portion relays to us, he watches Moses, the leader, standing from morning all the way till night, tending to the needs of the people. The people have questions, there's laws, there's disputes, and Moses was dealing with every single one of them, with every single issue they had. And Jethro goes to his son-in-law and says, this is never going to work. If this is what you're going to do all day, constantly being the one to tend to every detail, you're going to fail. Because there won't be enough time in the day, and there won't be enough people to answer the challenges that the community need. And Jethro gave him an idea to do, so to speak, a pyramid, where there would be one person that groups of 10 would answer to. And if he couldn't answer, they would go to one on top of 50, 100. And only the hardest and greatest challenges they would bring to Moses if he had to deal with it, which made sense. And Moses listens to him. So we always say that the leadership courses that they teach you at Harvard and everywhere else begins in the Torah, in this week's Torah portion. But the question is, why was Jethro the one who came up with this idea? Didn't Moses understand and see this himself? Didn't the people understand and see that this couldn't go on this way? Why did they need Jethro to be the one to do it? And the answer, of course, is because sometimes in life we have what's called tunnel vision, which we only see the object that's right in our front view, and only the thing that we're tending to then. And we aren't able to see beyond it. And what happened was, there's a famous saying in Yiddish that says, a guest of a while, zet of a mile. That a guest for a while sees for a mile. That sometimes in life, we're so used to what's going on and to the way we've seen things. We're so entrenched in what's the tunnel, so to speak, that we can't see beyond that singular thing. And Jethro had to be the outsider who came and saw it. And that's why later on, when Jethro wants to leave back, Moses pleads with him to stay. And Moses says, stay with us. And you should be like our eyes. You should give us perspective, because we'll be able to see things better from an outsider view. You know, for 75 years, we've had the same situation going on in the Middle East. There's 1 billion Muslims and Arabs surrounding us. They want to kill us, and every time they try to kill us, we win, and then we fall back to the same way. But it hasn't worked. If it's the 6-Day War, if it's the Lebanon War, if it's the Yom Kippur War, if it's the Suez Canal, if it's the first Intifada, the second Intifada, and every time we fall back to the same way. But Israel and America, through the new administration, is realizing that if we want any success for true peace and hope, then we must yearn for a new way in the Middle East, a way that doesn't reward terrorism, a way that doesn't give in to terrorists and to people that kill and butcher and maim and destroy. And it's a remarkable opportunity for the Jewish people and the Jewish state to stand strong and to be unbending, unflinching, and saying we refuse to go back to the same world order. And President Trump gave us that opportunity to have a fresh new view. We're not going to let Hamas rebuild Gaza. We're not going to let the Arab countries say, oh, we can rebuild it in 3 years. But what, rebuild it for terror? That cannot happen again. You know, last week, when the 5 hostages came out, they made a concert for them in the hospital. The women who were in the observatory watching over Gaza. And it was remarkable because the people who came to the concert, they came with these yellow cheers for the hostages. And they sang songs to them. And these heroic woman made the sign of love toward the Jewish and Israeli people, because they spent 480 days in captivity. They spent 480 days suffering, but they came out, and the thing they'll never lose is their love and their people and the people of Israel. We are the strongest when we are together, but sometimes we need an outside perspective, and we need an outside view to get us out of our tunnel vision and to forge a new path that will bring true peace, prosperity, and hope for the entire Middle East. God bless you and have a great